of Spitfires, we think of Lancasters, we think of Mosquitoes. Believe me, this aircraft played a crucial role throughout the Second World War. Its performance was crucial to the final outcome. This is the Catalina. Catalina, long-range maritime reconnaissance and anti-submarine aircraft. You're probably thinking, oh, it's a flying boat, but of course it has operated from the runway here. So it's actually an amphibian, capable of operating from both land and sea. The undercarriage folding nicely into the hull. And there's little floats on the wingtips that are lowered to allow the aircraft to operate from water. There was a period of time during the Second World War when the UK was steadily being starved to death, both in terms of food and also various war supplies. Now, these supplies were being shipped across the Atlantic from the United States. Those ships were suffering at the hands of very skilled and courageous German U-boat captains. Although the convoys were escorted, they were still vulnerable. And the problem was, at the time, there was no aircraft with sufficient range that could reach further enough out into the Atlantic. Aircraft could operate from one side and also from the other side, but there was a gap in the middle. This is the aircraft that filled that gap. Armed with bombs and depth charges, Catalinas would search for submarines on the surface, or those carrying out a manoeuvre known as snorkeling. That is just below the surface, sucking in fresh air through a tube that just poked above the waves. Which could be nothing at all, but could actually be a submarine about to sink thousands of tons of crucial war supplies. But that aircraft was also lost. Reasonable to assume that they had spotted the approaching Japanese fleet. How history may have been changed if a report could have been radioed back in time. The last military active Catalina was retired in the 1980s, but many are still earning their keep around the world in various roles. Perhaps most spectacularly as an aerial firefighter, scooping up water, dropping it on forest fires and the such like. Generally, a Catalina will go to war with a crew of 8, a pilot,